Okay, hello. Uh, Welcome once again. I think this video follows the first video that we had when we were introducing ourselves to what this program it all entails. And as I had indicated in the video we had, that we shall first, before we start on anything, we shall be looking at how a research differs from a thesis and how do they differ from a dissertation. And just maybe briefly, a research is, in most cases, a research is a shorter, focused article that is often written at any level of academic learning. And in most cases, this term is very synonymous with undergraduate and graduate uh, learning level. And uh, often it's more, as I said, it's more of a general uh, document that's actually written about anything. By anything, I mean it can be written even as a coursework assignment, because a teacher may come up with a topic, um, as or a lecturer or anybody instructor may come up with a topic, or tell you to come up with a topic and do a research about such topic. So as I said, these are these are shorter and a more focused article that is actually written at any level. By any level, I mean at the undergraduate level, at the graduate level, and at the postgraduate level. But then, from the research paper, we normally go to the thesis. And the thesis actually is a master level project that actually tends to analyze an existing research. So, for a student who is taking a master's, such a student is required to do what? To carry out a substantial research project that allows them to earn a master's degree. And this is mainly aimed at actually to have the student give the student an opportunity to do what? To demonstrate their mastery of a subject, or how able they are to conduct the research. In most cases, students who are supposed to do the thesis are actually only supposed to build on an existing theory or literature, so that they are able to answer specific research question. That's a very important thing that you have to mark. The student doing a thesis is required to do what? To demonstrate the ability to build on existing theory and the literature review. At some point, I mean the literature, at some point you shall see what these terms, the theory and the literature the literature means. So for a student who's doing a thesis, it means such student is supposed to do what? To identify specific existing theory related to the research topic they are trying to investigate about. Two, these students must be in a position to identify the literature relating to that particular research topic they are carrying out. So the students actually, they use the theory, the existing theory and the literature to answer the research questions they developed from their research topic. But for a thesis, for a dissertation, this now written at the doctorate level, that actually a student is supposed to present an original, a new research. They have to present a new and original research. This is most a very long document, and this is what we shall be dealing with. This is what we shall be dealing with. Much as the student, okay, look at how the chronological flow of these events. The student is supposed to identify an existing theory and literature review relating to their topic at the master's level. Now, when they get to the PhD, the doctorate level, they are now supposed to come up with a new theory, and they have to prove this theory. And we shall be walking through that process of how to identify very relevant and suitable existing theories to your research topic, and later go ahead to identify the new theories that are able to answer your research questions that you've developed when you are writing the dissertation. So our next video, we shall now be looking at the structure of a dissertation, the structure of a thesis. So from there, we shall go one by one, slowly, so that we all benefit from this interaction. Keep coming back and keep sharing any concern so that we actually can help each other in this journey. They always say learning is a continuous process. I'm also very much ready to learn. Thank you and have a good evening once again.